Williams here. Welcome to the very last edition of the Pepsi Power Hour. Not a tradition that I started, but it's something that I'm ending as we go into the Power 30. We're here at Cowboy Welding to sort of give you that real serious metal feel, if you will. Just take a look at this. This is great. Fabulous. Down here, man. Down here. Love this stuff. This is very good. You smell something? It's my boots. It's okay. Okay, what do we got on the show for you today? Well, we got an LA band by the name of The Scream. They are signed to the Hollywood label, which is the Disney label. They're signing a lot of people and doing very well out in LA. If you're a fan of The Scream, stay tuned because The Scream is coming up. We have an interview with the band. Also, a lot of you have been inquiring about the Van Halen interview. Yes, the Van Halen interview coming up. What about the Power 30? It starts Sunday at 6:30 and 10:30 Eastern Time, 3:30 to 7:30 Pacific Time. It will feature a special host. More about that a little bit later. But we are going to give you a taste of the album that was knocked out of the #1 position by Garth Brooks, a country artist. Yes, that's right. We're going to give you a taste of it. We have Metallica. Now, Metallica fans have been writing us all sorts of stuff. Check this out. Here we go from Turner, who's from Kamloops. He says, very important, okay? Very important. Why is it very important? He says that Metallica is just getting too popular now. He says, hey, you, look at this, look at this. He was a Metallica fan, okay? He was a Metallica fan. Also, what else have we got here? For a guy named Paul who faxed us, for Paul's girlfriend, whoever you are, it's her birthday tomorrow. We dedicate one to her, also to Matt Turner from Kamloops, who's upset about the success of Metallica, and you got to look on the brighter side of things. And for Sean in Richmond Hill, who says there isn't enough thrash on the show. It's hard to make everybody happy, but we've got 30 minutes a day. 5 days a week for you to do so, all right? Power 30, keep the requests coming. Let's start with Metallica. Oh, and by the way, Metallica dates are rumored. We don't have them yet, but let's go. We're in the show. Welding. Surf's up! Good videos on the way! Metal!
Love is a wonderful thing.
Ouch!
Step by step. Ouch!
Stop! Hammer time! Yo, ouch!
I get so emotional.
Discover a new show on Much that's going to put a real kick into your weekend. Start Me Up. No dance music, real drums and guitars, a slew of hard rockin' stars. Start Me Up. No wimp music, no fluff, no guff, just the real stuff. So put on your party face for 3 solid hours of rockin' tunes. Start Me Up, Saturday on Much Music.
This is my idea of serious metal, serious welding right here. We got it for you on the very last and final edition of the Pepsi Power Hour as we change it over into the Power 30. Coming up, we have 2 bands with lead singers from Philadelphia. We have for you Scream, LA-based band that's produced by Eddie Kramer out on the Hollywood Basic label. Who's Eddie Kramer? Look on the back of any of your Jimi Hendrix albums, any of your Led Zeppelin records to see this name, Eddie Kramer, better known as Are You Ready, Eddie? Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. Metal in the metal shop here. Yeah, this is it as we do the final edition of this show this way. We talked to Bruce Boulay and also John Farabi, guitarist and vocalist of The Scream. We also have a band that has so much in common with The Scream, saying that both lead vocalists are from Philadelphia. They are called Black Eyed Susan. Both for you, both alive and kicking on the Power Hour from the Metal Shop, the last edition.
You turn and walk away when I got talking to do. You think you know it all, well, I got news for you. You can be the branch, I'll always be the tree. Give me all advice and tell me you ain't free. You believe in you now, baby, I believe in me.
We've been together about 1 year and 6 months now, and we got signed after our 2nd show, and basically we were together 2 months before that, so this is really, it happened really quick for us.
It's not like we're, brand new or anything. My guy Bruce and our bass player John were in a band called Racer X, and our drummer came from Shark Island, and I was just like a loser.
You were from Philly.
I was from Philly. But no, so everybody had their experience playing and everything, so we paid our dues, so it was cool.
Well, oh no, it ain't a bad change. Like it long, 'cause no, never complained. I don't confuse the names.
I mean, there's really no egos or anything in the band anyway. Just keep that camera on me, please. There's really no egos or anything in the band. And everybody's pretty, I mean, we've been doing this long enough, you know, so
we haven't hit each other yet, so
yeah,
we're kind of pretty good.
Yeah. You interrupted me while I was talking. We met a bunch of different producers, and a lot of them were real cool, but they wanted us to kind of stick to a format, you know what I mean? They wanted us to like sound a certain way or do this or do that, and they didn't really, like, we wanted to be really diverse. We have some acoustic things on the record, you know, some groove tunes, and then we have some really up-tempo, fast or heavy stuff. And Eddie was like the only person that really understood what we were going after. Plus he was real, I mean, when he came in, he had his hair in a ponytail, and we were doing this tune, and he pulled his ponytail out, and he started headbanging and playing.
Jumping off the riser.
Jumping off the riser, doing all
knew
this
he
crazy
was
stuff,
in.
so we were like, yeah, you're in, that's cool. It didn't really hit us until we got to, we were doing our drum tracks, and we were sitting around, you know, I was taking a break, and The Song Remains the Same was playing, and then at the end they were rolling the credits, and he walked into the room and said, you know, engineered by Eddie Kramer, and we were like, God, this is it. Yeah,
This is him.
Yeah, this is him, and then he's bringing these books of him and Hendrix mixing an album, and him and the Stones backstage at Madison Square Garden. We were freaking out. It was great.
We don't like girls. It's just that
We do like girls.
Yeah,
Please, let's get this straight right now.
I mean, it just seems so cliche or anything. I mean, really, I mean, if it would have been down to us, I think in the beginning we just wanted an all-performance clip, and why, you know. But the story was kind of cool. It fit the song, and as long as they didn't bring in, you know, someone that didn't fit the part.
I think it's, to me, it's just, you know, I don't want to put anybody down, but I kind of think it takes away from the band when you have girls running around in, like, you know, bras and shorts, and they're just there. I mean, what's the point? There's no point.
The video's supposed to be, you know,
A showcase for the band,
you know.
You know.
On this very last edition of the Pepsi Power Hour, as we weld our way into history here, turning into the Power 30. We got some dates for you, just in case you're interested. Some reminders. Slick Toxic at Toronto's Opera House on Saturday. Also in Carlisle at the Carlisle. Sacrifices canceled their Western Canadian tour due to their drummer's bout with chicken pox. And also Reverend by ex-Metal Church vocalist David Wayne. And also Panic will be playing Club Soda in Vancouver October 7th. And even sooner, there will be Pearl Jam at Harpo's in Victoria on the 25th and 26th, a club that I happen to enjoy. Also, you may know that Pearl Jam contains some ex-members of Mother Love Bone and Temple of the Dog. Temple of the Dog coming up, and like you didn't expect this tour. Anthrax, Public Enemy, and Primus. That's right, Anthrax, Public Enemy, and Primus will be opening. Expect that tour. The only date so far is on the 24th at the PNE in Vancouver, so we'll send this music out to the West Coast way, dedicating it to all the metalheads out there who enjoy, yes, the Pepsi Power Hour, which this is the last one.
Roses are red, and we want to hear Jane's Addiction on Much Music.
Well, gang, all you have to do is ask, because we want you to program your favorite songs.
A double request from the West Coast on Much Music.
It's as easy as RSVP.
What can you say, eh?
Just send us a creative request for your fave bid, artwork, taxes, home video, or if you're in the Toronto area, drop by Speaker's Corner.
I love Morrissey. I want to show my t-shirt to everybody.
Send us your home video. We'll make you a star.
I really would appreciate it.
Send us your request today.
As we bring an historic end to the Pepsi Power Hour, yes, we have a two-part interview with Van Halen. Now, this was done by Kim Clark-Champness, as our intrepid reporter, in L.A. backstage at the MTV Music Video Awards. Their latest album, Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, entered the Billboard charts at #1. It was knocked off by Garth Brooks. It's doing very well. It's their 9th LP. It was co-produced by Ted Templeman and the one and only Andy Johns. Taking us out today, a band that has been controversial because of some of the ways they've portrayed women in their videos. We asked you to write and tell us about it. Yes, you did, and we appreciate your letters and your communication and your requests. Because of it, we present the band talking about what they do best. It's been a while since 5150, which is the police code in LA for the criminally insane. Well, community standards or not, insane or not, we have them unabridged to bring to a close this historic edition of the Pepsi Power Hour. It's the very last one. Thank you. I'm Michael Williams. Take care.
Like bored with sitting around in Mexico or whatever, and we were ready to go in. So when you're ready like that, we went in so fresh, and everything we did was fresh. We rehearsed, wrote, and recorded all at the same time. In other words, we didn't rehearse ahead of time. We went in daily and said, what are we going to do today? Eddie'd start playing a riff, Al would kick in, Mike
It actually was very interesting because we didn't like write a batch of tunes in like a month's time and then start tracking them. We took one song, tracked it, wrote it, tracked it, you know, everything, finished it, and then moved on, did another song, and I think that's why it's kind of a diverse, you know, it's got a lot more.
It's a slice of a year of our lives.
Yeah.
Well, the last 4 or 5 years of our lives, actually, because it's the first time we had a time to let what we've been doing for 7 years or so. We've been on the road making records, you know, back, bam, bam, bam. So we had time to digest it, and then spit it back up.
Did you sort of realize that, yeah, you had the winner that you wanted? It went straight in #1 on Billboard.
That was great.
That we have all our fans to thank for that.
That's just a validation. That feels good, but yeah, the fans. But the thing is that we knew it was a great record in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
#1, even if it would have bombed, it wouldn't have changed my opinion of this record at all.
Exactly.
But the fans just show that they're there for
Got
us,
it.
and I think we have the best fans in the world. Every band probably thinks that, but ours seem to be there for us. We don't even have hit singles. It just doesn't matter if we even have a single. They buy the album because they know that we're going to put the best we can do in it. We're not going to let them down. So
I think a lot of it has to do with that we are for real, and since day one, as human beings, we have not changed very much. You know, we put our hearts and souls into what we do. Take it or leave it, you know, whether you like it or not.
No compromises.
A lot of people think that what's Van Halen's secret? You know, what do they do? Well, hey, we don't do jack shit. We get together, lock ourselves up in a damn room, and whatever. When we walk out at the end of the day, we go, if we like it, we like it. If not, we don't let it out.
Records went by, and we felt it was time for a change. So we got Andy, who, as it turns out, lives right down the street from us, and he also recorded a lot of the stuff that we used to listen to.
He did Led Zeppelin 4.
That's what I said. That we used to listen to.
Yeah.
And he did Stairway to Heaven, did he? Oh yeah, he did that
Led
too.
Zeppelin 4. I mean, he did.
But he'd been around for a
and
number
he's one of the few
years.
people on this planet that like bass.
Thank God, praise be to Andy.
No, he knew where to put it. But part of the reason is because there's no more vinyl anymore. But that's another story.
Andy
The thing
Johns is brilliant.
he's a musician at heart who can't really play, but he can interpret, and that's great because he interprets it the way that we like to hear it. Poundcake, I think, encompasses everything that happens to us when we're on tour. This is what music's all about. We meet people, you see some of those things. You know, so what's wrong with that?
We wanted
and,
to do.
and Tipper liked it, so what the heck?
We wanted to do a live performance video.
And that's what it was.
The song's like almost 6 minutes long, and just to see us standing up there over and over, jumping around and acting like we do, we thought, well, let's throw some good-looking girls, and then we got carried away, you know. So.
Well, you know, I wasn't personally involved in the auditions, but no.
Mike was.
They're all my sisters. Come from
It was almost.
I think the censor is kind of a prudish attitude, because if you come to one of the shows, that's really what people are about. You know, there was nothing obscene in there. I mean, anybody who thought there was something obscene in there had obscenity in their mind.
I've seen Guess Jeans commercials that are more sexual than
That's right.
videos.
Yeah. Believe it or not, there's actually a semi-message in the video about the lyric about Poundcake, about being a down-home, homegrown, more kind of earthy kind of chick that's unpretentious. I mean, you know, so you made a kind of a joke out of it, but there is a little bit of a message that she's watching this happen and is intimidated by it, but actually she's pretty fine if you look at her real close. The other ones get your eye, but you got to look twice at her.
Hey Canada, don't miss your chance to vote for your favorite videos for the Canadian Music Video Awards.
I can represent this nation.
Every day, we will play a preview of the Canadian videos eligible for the 4 People's Choice Awards. So pick your 4 choices for male, female, group, and video, then send or fax your picks to Much Music. Your votes will be tabulated and the winners will be awarded their prizes at the 1991 Canadian Music Video Awards, Saturday, September 28th on Much Music.
So who thought of the title of the album?
Ray Boom Boom Mancini.
No, actually, a year before we started the record, or was it was a year before it was completed.
Yeah.
Tippy, I don't know if you're familiar with this. Tipper Gore and her sister
Gore,
Tipper Over. You know, they're these they're moralists. They work in the government. I think they're related to Mulrooney, if that means anything. She wanted to sticker all the records as far as the way that they have ratings for movies. You know, this is obscene, this is not obscene, and it just goes on and on and on. And we were going to call the record. Do you have a censorship thing here?
No, go right ahead.
Maybe it doesn't mean anything in Canadian.
It all started out, we wanted to call the album Tipper Gore.
No,
we thought it'd be a little too gross.
No, it was gonna, the record was going to be called Beep Censorship. Right. Okay, so a year goes by, we finished the record, and it's no longer an issue. But in the meantime, we found out where the word came from. Not censorship, but the other one. And as it turns out, it's in the law books, and it's called being arrested for unlawful criminal knowledge, is if you do things that are illegal.
It's like what the guy
and that can mean anything.
is doing right now. No.
Discover this, and then
there you go.
that we discovered that was through Ray Boom Boom Mancini, but we did some checking on our own, and it's in the books.
He's the one who whipped us to the fact that said that BEEP is an acronym for
F period, U period, C period, K period.
There's a lot of
We had a
people-
period after each
So
letter.
believe it or not, you know, a lot of people think we're cartooning on something, you know, like, oh, you ate 1, 2, this and that and everything.
Yeah.
It's not. It's actually a statement, you know, it's a very real thing.
We're trying to educate the planet.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Just a party band either, you know. I think, you know, we can sing messages in our tunes.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people write us off for just, you know, we have song titles like In and Out. And it's got nothing to do with
Be in and out.
Well, it does, but it's talking about getting that done to you by outside forces that you
but
don't
it's
want
not
it done.
sexual at all, you know. I mean, Sammy writes some great beat lyrics, and that mean something, you know. I really, not that we're out to change the world,
No,
you know,
we're just
but
talking about it once in a while.
well, you know, it's like whatever pleasure we can give to the planet, you know. I think that's what we're about.